Hello students, how are you? This is Mr. David once again reading the Young Post during the coronavirus school closure. And today's hot news after 2 p.m. today, they have announced that the schools are going to be extended for another few weeks. So let's read it through. Coronavirus, school closures in Hong Kong to extend beyond Easter. Okay, so the word extend means to make something longer, and beyond means after. So you know what, students? It might even be after Easter and more when we see each other again, okay? Again, we give our thanks to South China Morning Post for creating this article. And here is the subheading. Education chiefs face decision over written tests for university entrance exams scheduled to begin March the 27th. If we look under the picture, there is a caption. The caption, the DSE remains scheduled to take place from March, but it could still change. Hong Kong school closures will be extended until the end of the Easter holiday, though education officials were inclined means they want to do something, okay? Inclined, I want to do something. Education officials were inclined to hold written tests for university entrance exams as planned from March 27th onwards. Classes at kindergarten and primary and secondary schools will be suspended until after the break in mid-April at the earliest, you see. Important part, at the earliest. Maybe after mid-April, still closed. It depends on coronavirus or COVID-19. A source said. So many newspapers say a source said. That means that someone told them the news, but they can't say who it is. This year, Easter Sunday falls on April the 12th. Due to the outbreak of the coronavirus in the city, the Education Bureau, again, Bureau, that means the office, EDB, the Education Office, the Education Bureau, earlier this month extended existing class suspensions at all kindergartens and schools for 2 more weeks until March the 16th. It was also mulling means considering 2 options, okay? They were thinking about mulling 2 options for the Diploma of Secondary Education exams used for university entrance, okay, going to university. The first option is postponing a few tests. Postponing means to just delay a little bit. It's not completely cancel, it's not 100% cancel. Postponing just means a short time. The first option is postponing a few tests, but keeping the original schedule for most subjects, with written tests to begin from March 27. The second is to delay the written exams for a month, starting on April 24, and cancelling, okay, this is completely cancel, this is postpone, not the same, cancelling the Chinese and English oral exams. 2 sources said the education sector, the education part, sector is a part of a circle, the education sector was inclined to adopt the first option. That means that they want to postpone a few tests but keep the original schedule for most subjects with exams starting March 27th. They want to adopt the first option since it would cause less disruption. Disruption is less disturbance, okay? Less disruption for students and the examination authorities. Secretary for Education Kevin Yeung Yun Hung and Secretary General of the Hong Kong Examinations and Assessment Authority, that is the HKEAA, Assessment Authority, So Kwok Sang, were expected to announce the decision at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, and they announced that today, okay? And here we skip to another article. This one is also today's news. School closures in Hong Kong extended until April the 20th. HKDSE written exams to go ahead as planned. The subheading, results will be delayed until July 15, as COVID-19 is the coronavirus from China. The COVID-19 outbreak keeps classes suspended, that means closed, until at least Easter. Again, thank you to Wong Choi Kei for this article, February 25th. There's a caption here, schools in Hong Kong will remain closed until at least April the 20th. The school suspension has been extended until after the Easter holidays. Excuse me, but HKDSE written exams will go ahead as scheduled, the Education Bureau announced on Tuesday today. Exams will begin on March the 27th, despite schools being kept closed until at least April the 20th. Chinese oral exams have been pushed back to May 18th and 26th, and results will be delayed until July 15. The COVID-19 outbreak has kept schools closed since the end of the Chinese New Year holiday. Such a long time, students. Officials said the suspension will not affect the start of the school summer holiday, but schools will be allowed to hold makeup classes if needed. Secretary for Education Kevin Yeung said that going ahead with the DSE exams would minimize, here this word minimize means keep it as small as possible, minimize the disruption to students. We are confident if we take the right precautions, okay, the things that you do to be careful are a precaution, like you wash your hands, you wear a mask, you don't touch the things you don't need to, these are the precautions. We can hold the exam safely, he said. Additional means extra, additional hygiene measures such as temperature checks, mandatory wearing of surgical masks. Mandatory means that you have to do it, okay? You have no choice. You must do it. Mandatory wearing of surgical masks and increased distance between students will be put in place to lower the risk of infection during exams. The government will also provide 1 mask per day to each candidate. According to the government, almost 380 DSE candidates are currently stranded, okay? Stranded means they are stuck, they cannot travel, they are stranded on the mainland. They will need to spend 14 days in quarantine when they return to sit the exams. Yeung also announced school candidates who are unable to enter the city because of the quarantine, okay? When you're not allowed to go somewhere, you must stay for 14 days is quarantine. The requirement or health reasons may apply for an estimate of their grades. An estimate is a guess, okay? Estimate is a guess of their grades from their school performance. These estimates would count as their official Hong Kong DSE results and would be used to apply for universities as per usual. Due to the unique, very special, unique circumstances, that means the situation, excuse me. So this is a very special situation, unique circumstances of this year. Students who have their results estimated may receive a maximum result of 5 instead of 4 like in previous years, he said. He added it will be a one-off arrangement that may also apply to other school candidates whose reasons for absences is when you are away, absences are accepted by the HKEAA. But many students are displeased, they are unhappy with the arrangements. According to a survey by the Demosisto, I'm not sure how this, Demosisto run secondary student strike platform of more than 18,000 students, 11,000 of which are DSE candidates, almost 90% would prefer to delay the exams. June Can, 17, a DSE candidate from a school in Ho Man Tin, said students' well-being, and your health is your well-being. Well-being should come first. It's not worth the risk, the danger, the risk of getting infected because of exams, she said at a press conference organised by the platform yesterday. A delay will affect overseas studies applications, but health is more important. So, sorry students, we won't see you until after Easter, but as always, stay healthy and stay happy.